Chosen ones, God is about to interrupt your life with something far greater than you've ever known. This isn't a gentle nudge or a quiet whisper, it's a divine collision, a moment where heaven itself steps into your story and rewrites every chapter with blessings you never saw coming. The Creator of the universe has marked this moment for you, and what's about to unfold will shake the very foundations of your existence. Prepare yourself, because the life you've lived until now is about to be transformed into something extraordinary. You've walked through storms that would have broken others. You've faced moments where the world seemed to turn its back, where every door slammed shut and every hope felt out of reach. Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still carrying a fire inside that refuses to go out. That fire? It's God's mark on you. It's the proof that you're not just another soul wandering through life. You're His chosen, set apart for a purpose so big it defies human understanding. And right now, God is preparing to step into your story with a power that will turn your struggles into miracles. Think about the moments when you thought you couldn't go on. Maybe it was a night where you lay awake, wrestling with doubts, wondering why life felt so heavy. Or maybe it was a loss, a job, a relationship, a dream that left you questioning everything. God saw every tear, every sleepless hour, every silent prayer. He wasn't absent in those moments. He was working, weaving a plan so intricate that even your pain has a purpose. The interruptions coming your way aren't chaos, they're divine appointments. Moments where God is about to break through with something better than you could have ever planned. This isn't about small changes. This is about a complete shift in your reality. Picture a riverbed, dry and cracked from years of drought, suddenly filled with rushing water, overflowing with life. That's what's coming for you. God's blessings aren't trickles, they're floods. Your finances, your health, your relationships, every area of your life is about to be touched by His hand. You might not see it yet, but the signs are already there. That stirring in your heart, that sense that something bigger is on the horizon, that's God preparing you for the moment when everything changes. Pause for a second and let this sink in. You're not watching this by chance. Your spirit knows this message is for you, and it's time to claim it. Hit that like button to anchor this truth in your life, and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are walking this journey with you. Leave a comment with the number 777 below. It's a declaration that you're ready for God's divine interruption. Stay with me, because what's coming next will set your soul on fire. God's interruptions don't look like what the world expects. The world tells you change comes through hustle, through chasing, through forcing your way forward. But God? He works differently. His interruptions come like lightning, sudden, powerful, undeniable. One moment you're walking through the same old routine, and the next, everything shifts. A door opens that you didn't even know existed. A connection forms that changes your path. A breakthrough arrives that makes the impossible possible. This is the kind of change God is bringing into your life. Think about Joseph, a man thrown into a pit, sold into slavery, and locked in a prison for years. The world saw him as forgotten, but God was setting the stage for a divine interruption. In a single day, Joseph went from a prisoner to a ruler, second only to Pharaoh. That's the power of God's timing. What looked like a dead end was actually the foundation for a miracle. Your life might feel like a prison right now. Maybe it's a job that drains you, a relationship that binds you, or a dream that feels out of reach. But God is saying, get ready, because I'm about to interrupt your story with something better. You might be wondering, why now? Why me? The answer is simple. You've been faithful. Even when you didn't understand, Even when the road was dark, you kept going. You prayed through the pain. You trusted when trust felt impossible. That faithfulness caught God's eye, and now He's moving on your behalf. The interruptions He's bringing aren't random. They're rewards for the battles you've fought in silence. Every step you've taken in faith has been leading to this moment, where God is about to show the world what He can do through you. This divine interruption isn't just about you. It's about the ripple effect it will create. When God moves in your life, it's never just for you. Your breakthrough will inspire others. Your healing will give hope to someone who's lost theirs. Your success will be a testimony that God's promises are real. Picture yourself standing in the center of a storm, unshaken, while others watch in awe. That's the power of what's coming. Your life is about to become a living proof of God's goodness, a beacon that draws others to Him. Don't let doubt creep in. The enemy will try to whisper that this is too good to be true, that you're not worthy, that God's forgotten you. Those lies are the last gasp of a defeated foe. God's word says, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." Isaiah 54:17. Those doubts? They're nothing compared to the power of God's plan. When He interrupts your life, no force in heaven or earth can stop it. You're not just chosen, you're unstoppable, because God Himself is fighting for you. Your past doesn't define this moment. Whatever mistakes you've made, whatever failures you've faced, they're not the end of your story. God doesn't see you as the world does. He sees the heart He created, the purpose He planted, the destiny He wrote before you were born. This interruption is His way of wiping the slate clean, of saying, "The old is gone and the new is here." You're not bound by yesterday's chains. You're stepping into a future where every promise God made is yours to claim. Imagine waking up one morning and feeling it a shift so profound you can't explain it. Your heart is lighter, your steps are surer, opportunities you never expected start flowing in. That's what God's interruption looks like. It's not just a change in circumstances, it's a change in you. The weariness you've carried, it's lifting. The fear that held you back, it's fading. The dreams you thought were dead, they're coming back to life, stronger than ever, because God is breathing His power into them. This moment is a turning point. You're not just watching a video, you're standing at the edge of a divine shift. God is interrupting the ordinary to bring you the extraordinary. He's breaking the patterns of lack, of struggle, of doubt, and replacing them with abundance, purpose, and certainty. You've been prepared for this. Every trial, every tear, every moment of faith has led you here. Now is the time to step forward, to embrace what God is doing, to let His power flow through you. The world might not understand what's happening in your life. People might look at you and wonder why things are suddenly falling into place. They'll see the change in your eyes, the confidence in your walk, the peace in your spirit. They won't understand it, but they'll feel it. That's the mark of God's interruption. It's undeniable. Your life will speak for itself, a testimony to His power and love. Others will see it and know that something greater is at work. Right now, God is aligning things you can't see. He's moving people, opening doors, shifting circumstances to bring His plan to life. You might not see the full picture yet, but trust this. Every detail is in His hands. That job you've been praying for, it's coming. That healing you've been seeking, it's on its way. That dream you've held onto through every storm, it's about to become reality. God's interruptions don't just change your life, they redefine it. Take a moment to claim this truth. Hit that like button to seal this moment in your heart. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls who are stepping into God's promises. Leave a comment with 777 to declare that you're ready for His divine interruption. This isn't just a video, it's a call to step into the life God has always meant for you. Stay with me, because we're just getting started. God's interruptions don't follow human logic. They don't fit into neat boxes or predictable timelines. They come when you least expect them, in ways you never imagined. Think of Moses, tending sheep in the desert, living a quiet life, thinking his story was over. Then God interrupted him with a burning bush, a voice from heaven, and a mission to free a nation. That's the kind of interruption God has for you, not a small adjustment, but a complete redirection toward a purpose bigger than yourself. You might feel like you're in a desert right now, like nothing is moving, like your prayers are hitting the ceiling. But God sees you. He knows exactly where you are. That desert isn't your destination, it's your preparation. Every moment you've spent waiting, trusting, hoping, it's been training for the moment when God steps in. The interruption He's bringing will take you from the wilderness to a place of promise, from scarcity to overflow, from doubt to unshakable faith. This isn't about earning God's favor. You don't have to prove yourself to Him. You're already chosen, already loved, already marked for greatness. His interruption isn't a reward for perfection, it's a gift of grace. He's not waiting for you to get it all together. He's stepping in right now, in the middle of your mess, to show you that His power is made perfect in your weakness. All He asks is that you trust Him, that you step forward in faith, that you say yes to His plan. Picture this, a moment where everything clicks. The struggles that defined your past fade into the background. The weight you've carried lifts. You start to see God's hand in every detail, how that closed door led to a better one, how that loss made room for something greater, how that pain shaped you into the person you are today. This is what God's interruption does. It takes the broken pieces of your life and turns them into a masterpiece. You're not just a bystander in this moment, you're an active part of God's plan. When He interrupts your life, He's inviting you to co-create with Him, to step into the role He's prepared for you. This isn't passive waiting, it's active faith. It's saying, God, I don't see the whole path, but I trust You. It's moving forward even when you're scared. It's believing that the one who made the stars is writing your story with the same care. The interruptions God brings aren't just about changing your circumstances, they're about changing you. You'll walk differently, speak differently, think differently. The fear that used to hold you back will lose its grip. The doubts that clouded your mind will clear. You'll start to see yourself the way God sees you, not as a product of your past, but as a vessel for His future. This is the power of His divine interruption. It transforms you from the inside out. Others will notice the change. They'll see the light in your eyes, the strength in your spirit, the peace that surrounds you. They might not understand it, but they'll be drawn to it. Your life will become a magnet, pulling others toward God's truth. That's the beauty of His plan. Your transformation doesn't just bless you, it blesses everyone around you. Your story becomes a testimony, your life a living proof that God keeps His promises. Don't be surprised if the enemy tries to distract you. When God is about to move, the devil gets nervous. He'll throw doubts, fears, even small annoyances to pull you off course. But you're stronger than that. You've been through too much to let a few whispers stop you now. God's word says, "Greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world." 1 John 4:4. You're not fighting alone. God Himself is your shield, your strength, your victory. This interruption is bigger than you can imagine. It's not just about a better job, a healed body, or a restored relationship, though those things are coming. It's about stepping into the fullness of who God created you to be. It's about living a life that reflects His glory, that shines His light, that carries His love into every corner of the world. You're not just chosen, you're called, equipped, and sent to make a difference. Right now, God is moving mountains you can't see. He's aligning people, places, and opportunities to bring His plan to life. That feeling in your gut, that spark of hope, you can't explain, it's Him. He's reminding you that you're not forgotten, not overlooked, not left behind. You're His chosen one. And He's about to interrupt your life with something so much better than you've ever dreamed. This is your moment. Don't shrink back. Don't let fear or doubt steal what God is giving you. Step forward with boldness, knowing that the Creator of the universe is backing you up. His interruption isn't just a change, it's a revolution. It's a new beginning, a new chapter, a new you. Everything you've been through has prepared you for this, and everything you're about to receive is proof of His love. The world is about to see what God can do through a chosen one. Your life will be a testimony, a living proof that His promises never fail. People will look at you and wonder, how did this happen? They'll see the change in your spirit, the abundance in your life, the peace in your heart, and they'll know God is real, and He's moving in you. This is the power of His divine interruption. It doesn't just change your life, it changes the world around you. Trust God's timing. His interruptions don't follow your calendar, but they're always perfect. What feels like a delay is actually preparation. What feels like a setback is actually a setup for something greater. Every moment you've spent waiting, praying, hoping, it's all been leading to this. God is about to show you why. He's about to show you what He's been working on all along. You might not see the full picture yet, but you don't need to. God's got it under control. Your job is to keep walking, keep trusting, keep believing. His interruption is already in motion. The doors are opening. The blessings are flowing. The miracles are coming. You're not just ready, you were born for this. Claim it now. Hit that like button, subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen one souls, and comment 777 to declare that you're ready for God's divine interruption. This isn't about chasing dreams, it's about receiving what's already yours. God's promises aren't wishes, they're guarantees. When He says He's interrupting your life for something better, He means it. Your finances, He's got a plan. Your health, He's bringing healing. Your purpose, He's unveiling it. Every area of your life is about to be touched by His hand, transformed by His power, and filled with His glory. Picture Abraham, called out of his homeland to a place he didn't know. He left everything familiar, trusting God's voice. And what happened? God made him the father of nations. That's the kind of interruption God brings, one that takes you from ordinary to extraordinary, from unknown to unforgettable. Your life is about to tell a story that echoes through generations, a story of faith, of power, of God's unshakable love. You've been carrying burdens that weren't meant for you. God's interruption is His way of saying, let them go. The weight of worry, the chains of doubt, the scars of the past, they don't belong in the life He's preparing for you. He's breaking those chains, lifting those burdens, healing those scars. What's coming is freedom, joy, and a peace that passes understanding. This is His promise, and He never breaks His word. The interruptions God brings aren't just moments, they're movements. They shift the trajectory of your life, setting you on a path you couldn't have found on your own. You might not see the next step clearly, but you don't have to. God's already there, lighting the way. clearing the obstacles, making a path where there was none. All he asks is that you keep moving forward, one step at a time, trusting that he's got you. You're not alone in this. Thousands of chosen ones are walking this path with you, feeling the same stirrings, sensing the same shift. You're part of something bigger, a movement of God's people rising up, claiming their purpose, stepping into his promises. Subscribe to join them, to stand with those who know that God's interruptions are the start of something miraculous. Comment 777 to declare that you're ready for what's next. God's interruptions don't just change your life, they change how you see yourself. You're not the person you were yesterday. You're not defined by your mistakes, your struggles, or your past. You're defined by his love, his purpose, his plan. Every interruption he brings is a reminder that you're his masterpiece, created for greatness, destined for glory. Step into that truth today and watch how everything changes. The world might try to pull you back, to keep you small, to make you doubt. But God's interruption is louder than the world's noise. It's stronger than the enemy's lies. It's bigger than any obstacle in your way. When God moves, nothing can stop him. And right now, he's moving for you. He's interrupting the ordinary to bring you the extraordinary, the impossible to make it possible, the broken to make it whole. This is your time, chosen one. God is rewriting your story, and it's going to be better than anything you've imagined. The interruptions he's bringing aren't disruptions, they're divine interventions, crafted by his hand, designed for your destiny. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're not just existing, you're shining. Get ready, because God's about to show the world what he can do through you. Every interruption God brings is a doorway to a new reality. You've been living in a world that feels confined, where limitations seem to define what's possible. But God's plan doesn't bow to those boundaries. His interruptions shatter the ceilings you've been staring at, opening up a sky full of possibilities. Right now, he's preparing to break through the walls of your circumstances, to show you that what you thought was impossible is already within reach. This isn't about small shifts, it's about stepping into a life where his promises become your reality. Think about the woman at the well, a Samaritan with a past full of shame, meeting Jesus in the heat of the day. Her life was a cycle of rejection and struggle, until God interrupted her story with a conversation that changed everything. In one moment, she went from outcast to messenger, from broken to bold. That's what God does. He steps into your ordinary and makes it extraordinary. Your life, like hers, is about to become a testimony of his power to transform. You've carried dreams that feel too big, hopes that seem out of place in the life you're living now. Maybe you've tucked them away, thinking they're too far off, too unrealistic. But God's interruptions don't care about what's realistic. He's the God of the impossible, the one who turns barren deserts into flourishing gardens. Those dreams, they're not accidents, they're seeds he planted in your heart, and his interruption is the rain that's about to make them grow. The changes coming won't always be comfortable. God's interruptions often shake things up before they settle into place. You might feel stretched, challenged, even uncertain at times. But trust this, every shake-up is a setup for something greater. He's not tearing down your life to leave you in ruins. He's clearing the ground for a new foundation, one built on his promises. The discomfort you feel is just the stretching of your faith, preparing you for the weight of the blessings he's about to pour out. You're not defined by where you are right now. The job that feels like a dead end, the relationship that's draining you, the health struggles that weigh you down, those are not your identity. God sees you as his chosen, his beloved, his vessel for greatness. His interruption is a reminder that you're not stuck, you're not forgotten. You're in the middle of a divine shift where everything that's held you back is about to be replaced with something better. Picture a seed buried in the dark, pressed down by the weight of the earth. It doesn't look like much, but inside, it's alive, ready to break through. That's you right now. The pressure you've felt, the darkness you've walked through. It's not the end, it's the preparation. God's interruption is the moment when that seed breaks open, when the life inside you pushes through the surface and reaches for the light. What's coming is growth, beauty, and a purpose that will outshine every struggle. This is a moment to stand firm. The enemy will try to pull you back, to make you doubt the change that's coming. But God's word says, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in him, and he helps me." Psalm 28:7. You're not fighting this battle alone. God's interruption is his way of stepping into the fight, taking on your enemies, and clearing the path ahead. All you need to do is keep moving forward, trusting that he's already won the victory. Your life is about to become a canvas for God's glory. Every brushstroke of pain, every color of hope, every line of faith, it's all coming together to create something breathtaking. People will look at you and see the masterpiece God is painting. They'll see the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you shine, and they'll know something divine is at work. Your transformation isn't just for you, it's a sign to the world that God is real and his promises are true. Right now, God is moving pieces you can't see. He's aligning opportunities, shifting circumstances, preparing the way for his interruption to take full effect. That restlessness you feel, that sense that something is about to happen, it's him. He's stirring your spirit, waking you up to the reality of his plan. You're not just waiting for a change, you're standing on the edge of a miracle, and it's about to break through. This isn't about chasing after blessings. You don't have to run yourself ragged to receive what God has for you. His interruptions come to you, not the other way around. Your job is to stay open, to keep your heart ready, to trust that what's coming is already yours. God's promises aren't something you earn, they're something you receive. And right now, he's preparing a gift so big it will overflow into every corner of your life. Think of David, a shepherd boy overlooked by his own family, tending sheep in the fields. The world saw him as insignificant, but God saw a king. In one divine interruption, Samuel anointed him, and his life changed forever. That's what God is doing for you. He's looking past what the world sees, past what you see in yourself, and he's calling you to something greater. This interruption is your anointing, your moment to step into the role he's prepared for you. The beauty of God's interruptions is that they don't just change one part of your life, they transform everything. Your finances will feel his touch, your relationships will be renewed, your health will be restored, even your dreams, the ones you thought were too far gone, will come back to life. This isn't a partial blessing, it's a complete overhaul, a divine reset that aligns every part of your life with his purpose. You might feel like you're not ready, like you're not enough for what's coming. But God doesn't choose the qualified. He qualifies the chosen. He's been preparing you all along, through every trial, every lesson, every moment of faith. You're stronger than you know, braver than you feel, and more capable than you realize. His interruption is proof that he trusts you with his plan, that he believes in the purpose he placed inside you. The world around you is about to shift. People who doubted you will see the change. Those who overlooked you will take notice. Your life will become a living testimony, a proof that God's interruptions are real and his promises are unbreakable. You're not just stepping into a new chapter, you're stepping into a new life. one where His power flows through you, where His love defines you, where His glory shines in everything you do. This moment is yours, chosen one. God's interruption is knocking at your door, ready to change everything. Hit that like button to claim this truth. Subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen one souls, and comment 777 to declare that you're ready for what's next. Stay with me, because God's not done yet. He's just getting started. God's interruptions don't just change your present, they rewrite your future. Every plan you've made, every goal you've set, is about to be touched by His hand. What you thought was the best you could hope for is only the beginning. He's taking your dreams and making them bigger, your plans and making them bolder, your life and making it brighter. This is what it means to be chosen. God doesn't just give you a better life, He gives you His life, filled with His purpose and power. Think about Esther, a young woman who seemed ordinary, living in a foreign land, but God interrupted her life with a divine call to save her people. She didn't seek the role of queen, it came to her. That's how God works. His interruptions don't wait for you to feel ready. They come when He knows you're prepared. Right now, He's positioning you for a role you didn't expect, a purpose you didn't plan, a destiny that will change everything. You've been carrying burdens that God never meant for you to bear. The weight of worry, the pressure of providing, the fear of failing, those are not your portion. His interruption is His way of saying, "Give those to me." He's taking the load off your shoulders, replacing it with peace, with provision, with power. You don't have to carry the world anymore. God's got it, and He's got you. The changes coming might feel overwhelming at first. When God moves, it's big, it's bold, it's undeniable. You might wonder how you'll handle the blessings, the opportunities, the new path He's setting before you. But here's the truth: God never gives you more than you can carry with Him. His interruption comes with His strength, His wisdom, His guidance. You're not stepping into this alone. He's walking with you every step of the way. Your life is about to become a magnet for miracles. The things you've prayed for, the breakthroughs you've hoped for, they're not just dreams anymore. They're realities God is bringing to life. That job you've been seeking, it's coming. That healing you've been needing, it's on its way. That purpose you've been searching for, it's about to be revealed. God's interruption is the key that unlocks every promise He's made to you. Don't let the world's noise drown out His voice. People might try to tell you to stay small, to settle, to accept less than what God has for you. But His interruption is louder than their doubts. It's stronger than their opinions. It's clearer than their confusion. You're not here to fit into their expectations. You're here to fulfill God's plan. And His plan is bigger, better, and more beautiful than anything the world can offer. Right now, God is working behind the scenes, setting the stage for your breakthrough. He's aligning the right people, opening the right doors, creating the right moments. You might not see it yet, but you can feel it that's stirring in your spirit, that spark of hope that won't go away. That's Him, reminding you that His interruption is already in motion, that His promises are already on their way. This is your time to shine, chosen one. God's interruption is about to light up your life in ways you never imagined. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're not just existing, you're excelling. Every step you take from this moment forward is a step into His purpose, His power, His plan. Get ready, because the life you've known is about to be interrupted by something so much better.